In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to roll back the database. If you're new to this video, you can just download the project in the link in the description, follow the README file, and then you can follow along with this video. So the first thing that we're going to do is run the migrate command. You want to specify which app that you want to roll back on. In this case, I want to roll back on the migration files that we did in our blog app. And then you want to specify which migration file that you want to roll back on. In this case, we want to roll back before the first migration even applied. So to do that, we just use the variable 0. So once we do that, we also unapplied a quick start migration file here. And this makes sense because if you follow the migration files in the blog app, if you look at the 001 initial.py, we notice that the dependency here, right? This depends on quick start 001 initial, okay? So that means that, blog 1 depends on quick start 1, okay? And now if we look at the second file, the auto copy data file, we'll notice that this depends on blog 1. So that means that now blog 002, okay, depends on blog 001. Now if we look at the third file, we'll notice that this file here, the third migration file in blog, depends on two files, blog 002 and quick start 002, okay? So this is the step for forward migration files, okay? The last item that we did is blog 003. So that means we're going to remove that. Yeah, we're going to remove that. And then we're going to remove quick start 002. And then we're going to remove blog 002. And then the last thing that we're going to remove is the blog 001. Okay, now the only thing that we're left with is quick start 001. And this is essentially what the reverse migration did in the output here. The thing that we can try to do is we can try to start our manage.py, run server, and then we can try to run our API. And we'll notice that it doesn't work. It's because we need to update the references in our code. Okay, let's close down all the migration files. So the first thing that we need to update is we need to open the models.py file in the blog app, copy this, and then move this back to the models file in the quick start app, okay? And while we're here, let's change this table name back to article instead of blog article, and also change this many-to-many relationship, remove the related name as well, since at the very beginning, we didn't use any related names. We just used the default related names. Same thing with the category field. So we've removed that. What we can do is let's just shut down our server for now, and then we can remove the blog directory since we no longer need it. So once that's removed, okay, the only app that's left is the quick start app. And now we need to do a global search into our project and update all the references to blog article, change that to quick start article. So the first place that I know that we need to make a change to is in the comment model. Instead of blog the article, we need to do quick start the article. Next thing that we're going to change is the serializer. In the serializer, we no longer want to import from blog since it doesn't exist. We want to import it from article. And then let's go to our views.py. Also change the import. Instead of importing from blog.models, we're importing from quickstart.models. And also one more thing to change is in the settings file. We want to remove this blog app since we no longer have it. Okay, so I believe that's all the changes. So what we can try to do right now is do a make migration. Make migrations. There is an error related to node not found error. So in this case, since we unapplied the 002 outer comment article migration file, so that means this migration file is no longer needed. So we need to remove that. Let's remove that file. So once that file is removed, then let's try to make migrations again. And as you can see, no changes detected because now we've reverted everything back to the original state, okay? And now we can start our server, manage.py, run server, and we can check if our API is working. And there's an error complaining about the author object has no attribute authors to blog article. So if you recall from the previous video, this is the custom related name that we gave. But now, since we reverted everything back to the initial state, so we need to use the default related name in our views.py. So open up views.py, go to this class, and then as you can see here, this line here is referring to authors to blog article. and we need to use the default related name, which is just article_set. Save that again, and then run the API one more time. And you'll notice that now our API is back to normal again. It only has one item in the database. We effectively rolled back our database to the initial state where we only had one app called Quick Start. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.